Student athlete on tonight's call is ACC Tournament MVP, Michael Devoe. We'll take questions for Michael. Please use the raise hand function in Zoom if you have a question. We'll call on people individually, beginning with Kelly Quinlan from Rivals.
Congrats, Mike. Just what was going through your mind as Jose steals it? You hit the layup that obviously put the game away. Just what were the flood of emotions after that ball goes in the basket?
Just a lot of emotions, joy, happiness, everything. I mean, this goes down in history for us. It's been a journey for us as a team, me individually, everything. So for us to win this and people counted us out and just staying down and staying with us and staying as a brotherhood, is so surreal for me.
Next question comes from Rod McKenzie from 247 Sports.
Hey, Michael, do you think that this stretch run you guys went on had a lot to do with you guys finally, learning how to play the full 40 minutes?
For sure. For us, I feel like every game we get better. We learn new things when we watch film and just see what type of play style we need to play, like how our energy level of certain games are not where we need to be. So for every game, I feel like we get better. So we just got to continue that. Right now, it's not the end of our story that we're writing, and we just got to continue it.
Next question, Ken Segura from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
Michael, I just thought that the way you guys defended and created turnovers was such a huge part of it. I know you guys did really well with that the second game at McCamish, but kind of describe just what you guys were like, digging out so many balls.
I mean, for us, it was just coming out with tons of energy. This is a championship game. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So for us, we came out with everything. We wanted to force them for turnovers. We wanted them to play like the way we wanted them to play. So for us, it was a great team that we beat. We give credit to them as well. So, but for us, we just came out with that high energy, and we're a hard team to beat when everybody's connected.
Next question, Raphael Haynes from the 3-point conversion.
Hey, Michael. First of all, congrats. How does it feel being named the MVP of the ACC tournament? I know you talked about the team as a whole, but just personally, how does it feel just with everything you've gone through your whole career at Georgia Tech?
It's huge for me. It's truly a blessing. I feel like I've been disrespected for the last 2 years on the ACC selections. But for me, it's just something I use as motivation and to play with a little chip on my shoulder. So this is huge for me. It's definitely, all the hard work has definitely paid off, and it's continued to keep doing that and keeping my head down and staying focused. So for this, it's huge for me.
Question from Jeff Schultz from The Athletic.
Yeah, Mike, I was wondering if you could remember what the feeling was like around the team after the first 2 games of the season.
It was like the world was ending. For us, we thought that we were going to be better than what we were in the first 2 games of the season. I mean, losing to Mercer and Georgia State, it was 2 tough losses that we did not want. So for us, it was the end of the world. But at the end of the day, we had to realize that we needed to get better. So we just used it as motivation. And Coach kept talking about that every game. Is you don't want to feel like those first 2 games of the season. So for us, we just have to come out every game with that energy level and just look back on those things, and it's a learning lesson.
Do you remember him saying anything to you guys after that second game or the next day at all?
Same thing I just said. I mean, he thought the ball was ending as well. He just told us that, hey, we have to stay in the gym, we have to get better, and just hey, don't count us out,
Thanks.
Next question comes from another one from Kelly Quinlan from Rivals.
Mike, kind of what was the, conversation like on the court and the celebration piece of this like for you guys?
It was amazing, joyful from all the guys, the coaching staff. I mean, it was something that we talked about in the beginning of the season. That's what we wanted. We wanted the ACC championship, and we felt like we were good enough to do it with the guys that we have, the veterans that we have. It was a great group, and especially the new guys that have joined our team as well. Man, it played a huge part. So. For us, it's something that a goal that we had in mind, but like I said, it's not the end. So for us, we got to continue this play that we've been playing for the last stretch right here, and continue it as we go to Indiana.
Okay, we have time for just a few more. We'll start with one from Bryce Kuhn from 247 Sports. Then we'll take one from Patrick Canaro and one more from Ken Segura, and we'll wrap up with Michael. So Bryce, please go ahead.
Michael, you hit the nail on the head when you talked about communication. It was up there. I mean, you don't force these turnovers against a good team like this unless you have great communication. Is that
Right.
something personally you took upon yourself and just as defensively this entire unit?
For sure. For us, we got leaderships on this team that coming from me, Jose, those type of guys. So for us, we emphasize that, hey, we need to get stops. It's a great team, and if we stop them and get in transition, it's hard for us to lose to that. So for us, like they have a really good defensive team. So for us, we wanted to get them out in transition and score for those and get easy buckets from that. So that's the thing that we just hold the guys and we emphasize the whole game.
Patrick.
Michael, congratulations. Take us to the tag end of this game. You're nursing a lead. You're playing Florida State. Barnes and MJ Walker both can hit the three. And here comes Jose with that last steal. He floats that pass to you. What were your feelings at that particular moment as you're about to clinch the game for Georgia Tech?
To be honest with you, man, it was a lot of emotions. It was, hey, this is something that they didn't believe that we would do. It's something that a lot of people counted us out. It was a lot of joy. It was a lot of, hey, man, all the hard work has definitely paid off. I mean, it was tons of emotions in my head, and I know it was a ton of emotions for the whole team. We've been through a lot. So through this whole year, I mean, it's been COVID and all the type of things that we've gone through. So, I mean, for this, it was so surreal. So it was just, it was a lot of emotions.
Ken, go ahead and wrap us up with Michael.
All right. Michael, can you describe just Jose's leadership today? Obviously, when you talk about energy, he's the guy that kind of starts it, and, particularly on the defensive end with all the balls he was getting his hands on.
I mean, it starts with Jose. For us, his energy level that he brings is, I mean, you can't ask anything better than that. So for him, he played an outstanding game. He led us. He did what he was supposed to do, and he's an amazing player. So I'm glad that I chose this school when I was in high school, and I chose to come here and play alongside Jose. And I've learned a lot from him and how hard he plays and his grit and all the type of stuff that he does. So man, I'm so proud of him, and we just got to continue this.